Welcome to Youth Unfiltered,
the show where we move away from the grooving and the turning up and instead focus on the actual issues that our youth face today. Featuring actual youth, completely unfiltered. My name is Sibu Mpanza, and today I'm joined by 3 social media masters to unpack the world of social media. Welcome, Sean, Edgar, and Gia. Thank you for joining me.
Okay, cancel culture, I do believe in it. It actually funnels opinions about different people in different backgrounds.
Cancel culture, I think it's something that could be toxic in a way, because you basically put yourself out there and then you don't like it, you basically reject it. And
I think it's been in between, because now it does help, cancel toxic things, but also I think it does affect other people, Yeah.
Gia, let's talk about cancel culture on social media. Okay, do you feel like it's sort of do you think it's a healthy way of leading accountability, or can it put people in sort of unfair situations?
Look, I think it's important to be held accountable for certain things that you say. And I know that a lot of people are just like, but people shouldn't look up to me as an influencer or as a role model for their kids. But unfortunately, there are certain responsibilities that come with being a public figure. And unfortunately, you will have to be called out if you are acting out of character, I
also think it's just a bit of both for me. There is the unfair part of it, but there's also the fair part of it when you look at it, right? Obviously, the unfair part of it is that I think as humans, we get to evolve so much, right? Yeah. I look at my tweets and I go search terms that I feel like I'm going to be cancelled for one day, and be like, what was I thinking? Yeah. What was I? And I delete those tweets because I'm like, what if I become this, and then, these tweets get brought up again. And I think it's the evolving that, maybe that is the unfair part of it. And then the fair part of it is that if I do get cancelled, or I do get to a point where I need to be cancelled for something that I've said, then I need to take the responsibility, like you said,
For me, cancel culture, it's essentially a very crucial for me. So I think both organizations and individuals can hold an accountability for cancel culture. But we mustn't focus more on who did what. We basically have to focus on the education towards it. What do I do if I did something like this?
It's a good point, but for me it depends what you say.
Yes, what it was for.
Yeah.
Like, sure.
Like I'm thinking of one person right now in my mind that I feel like it's okay that they got cancelled because they should have been cancelled, for what they did. So,
Do we have our phones on us? Can we please pull out our phones? No, you do.
We
Expose
don't.
yourself. Okay, then it's fine. I'll ask you, on average, weekly screen time, what is it saying? It's Sunday, you get that zzz, and you look and you're like, yo.
A day, I could say my screen time is like 12 hours a day because I'm constantly on social media.
I might have to check, but currently my daily screen time, off of the top of my head, is I think 3 to 4 hours.
Oh, my screen time is probably 8 hours a day,
Ish, why are you dragging us?
Come on, let's be honest. It's unfiltered. It's unfiltered. How long are we talking?
Okay, so this week, I did an average of 7 hours.
Okay.
That's high!
It's a little bit high, but I feel like you're going to shake us.
I'm in the 12.
Judged.
I'm so sorry.
Judged.
But it's just, I can't.
Is it like 3 hours TikTok in the morning, 3 hours TikTok in the evening,
Afternoon.
and then you add...
Listen, there's no time.
Okay, fair.
I literally open my phone. My phone is always here. I like right now, I need my phone.
Okay.
Because I don't have it.
Then Edgar, you go, because we need to get him back on his phone.
So mostly less than 7 hours.
Okay.
Mostly I'm on social media after hours.
Okay.
So basically, my job is tiring. You can't even look on the phone and everything like that. So, but then whenever I get to my place, TikTok, Instagram, I want to see what people are getting up to. So yeah, that's my screen time.
Fair. On a bit of a lighter note, let's talk positive. What's your favorite thing, Sean, about social media right now? Whether it's a trend, whether it's an influencer that you like, something that you look at and you go,
So my favorite influencer on social media is Andrew Tate, actually. He actually is that inspiring, motivating guy.
So right now, my favorite social media star, basically an influencer, would be Jordan Peterson.
Ooh, my favorite influencer is probably K-Republic. They're most basically on beauty, fashion. Yeah, it's just mostly that. Yeah.
I think for me, it's just the self-expression that people have. And I think that is why specifically TikTok is my favorite platform at the moment. The self-expression, I think we mentioned earlier how it's just a platform where people can just be themselves. And actually research has now been done that people are turning to TikTok as a search engine more than they Google stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because I mean, if you want a quick recipe of like food, like a wors recipe, just go on there, type in, you get it quickly, you watch, you do the thing.
and it will be quick.
It'll be quick.
Yeah. Edgar, favorite thing?
Every time when I get to Twitter, the first thing that I search is CN Bougie.
Okay.
There's always some
Something
things,
going on.
some dead things about her. And when we look on whatever she's experiencing and how she gets campaigns, the jobs and everything, it gives that I don't care kind of things. You guys are actually making me money for saying these bad things and everything like that. So every day, I'm not gonna lie to you. Even if you can go on my search bar, the first thing that comes,
You know what? It's because she is unfiltered herself. I think people find her very real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that speaks to my point that I think specifically with TikTok, there's an element of authenticity that I appreciate about that. And that's my favorite. It's also one of my favorite platforms. And it's all the ordinary girlies like getting their bags, you know? And I really appreciate that. So I think that's also why I'm more likely to, be on TikTok. The one thing I really appreciate about TikTok is the fact that anybody can be a creator. You can just vlog a day in the life and there's no pressure. So that's what I appreciate.
I love that. Listen, before we end off the show, my favorite thing to do is to cancel a thing or a concept. Let's say with this episode with social media, I will start. The thing I would like to cancel, this is not personal, is telling people that you're taking a social media break when you are taking a social media break. You said you don't do it. You don't do it.
Said no,
don't worry.
That's not me.
You don't do it. But just leave. Just leave. If you're going to take a break, leave. Because then when you say, I'm going, and then you put your phone down, now it starts vibrating. People are saying, oh, have fun. Ube right. You know? What would you cancel?
I think the peer pressure of it all, right? I think social media, by its nature, because it's social and by nature humans are social, we want to show people what we get up to, etc. But I think just take everything that you see on social media, a pinch of salt.
Discrimination.
Cancel discrimination.
We shouldn't discriminate one another on social media. If you have something to say about me, say it to me. Don't go to social media. So
Yeah, what would you cancel?
Trolls.
Ooh, that's good. Yes.
Yeah, I think they're just really people that thrive off of being negative on social media and that do it for I think people find it entertaining to be negative and sometimes it's just like it really gets to people. Like these are, whether you're a celebrity, whether you're a influencer, these are real people with real emotions, you know, so like a little bit of emotional intelligence goes a long way. So I think trolls definitely.
Can I cancel one more thing?
What?
Engagement baiting, especially on
yes.
X. Engagement bait. Ever since they said you can make money off of your views,
People are
people
just
say
wilding.
whatever because they know Sean's gonna go, excuse me,
Yeah.
and then they make some money.
But you know, for me, that's interesting because 10 years from now, when that's no longer a thing, let's say hypothetically, and you've said so many things and asked so,
yes,
you're going to be the one that gets cancelled.
Yes, exactly.
I'm just saying. So people need to be careful. I'm jealous though because I'm not making money from the platform.
I feel like that. Guys, I'd ask you to share your stories online, but maybe a digital detox would do us all good. Thank you so much to my beautiful guests for joining me today.